Hello everybody, last week I was at another peaceful protest at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA. The only problem was, it wasn't actually peaceful. When I first arrived, I saw a crowd of about 200 protesters shouting into megaphones, giving speeches, etc., etc. When I approached them, I saw a Trump-supporting counter-protester shouting into a megaphone at them. That was surprising to me, but what was even more surprising is that a university official approached this counter-protester and told her she wasn't allowed to use amplified sound, that this wasn't a place for free expression, and that if she wanted to use the megaphone, she'd have to go over there. Now keep in mind, we're standing about 10 feet from 200 protesters that are using amplified sound. They're playing music, they're shouting into megaphones, they're talking into microphones that are wired into speakers. I asked him, what's the deal? Why are you telling her she can't use a megaphone, but not them? He assured me that his colleagues are on it. There was one man in a sea of 200 people telling them, guys, stop. It wasn't working. Here's that footage now.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure. Okay, well, I got it loud.
Is she not allowed to use the megaphone?
In an area for public expression, it's fine. So over there in the east corner of Dixon Court South.
But they can't
Is this not an area of public expression right here? Well, what's this then?
It's not allowed. Permitted,
So why aren't we telling them to leave?
My colleague is. They're over at we have a team of.
Does it look like it's working?
It's a work in progress. You know, some people are more cooperative than others, but.
I don't know, man.
Well, they did destroy this, thing. I think after they destroyed it, they shouldn't be allowed to be here.
Yeah, I mean, how does this happen? Like last year, I'm surprised nobody died on May 30th when there was the riot just over there. We're south over by Royce.
Yeah, right now we're just focused on the activities happening today. So they're addressing TPM violations over here, and I just wanted to educate you on policy.
What's the consequence if they don't leave?
I actually know how to Persian dance more than they do.
Well, but what's the consequence if they refuse to leave? Like, what happens?
That's something our team will
just slap on the wrist, probably.
Report it to.
We don't do consequences. They're like against the government.
We forward it to whether it's the Office of Student Conduct or another entity.
And this is the time to do it.
Are they allowed to wear masks at protests?
Sure.
Anyone on campus is allowed to wear a face covering. If it's done to conceal one's identity or to intimidate, then that's...
But that's what they're doing. They did it in our city. They destroyed Rodeo Drive. They destroyed our park. Like, when is it that you need to make an actual thing that no one should be able to cover their face?
Believe it or not, a lot of
and trust me, they're not going to show up if they can't cover their face.
The police eventually did give a show of presence. Albeit they were about 50 feet away, it still triggered the protesters. They did disperse about 100 feet to the exact spot where their original protest encampment from April, May, and June of last year stood. It was just then, after running over there, they declared a new encampment. About as fast as they got over there, they dug a big hole and planted an orange tree. They announced that they would be rebuilding Jaffa.
So let me tell you guys about Jaffa. Jaffa is home to a little over 400,000 of Palestine's 1.8 million residents before the Nakba. This little sub-district had more Palestinians than the entirety of the Jerusalem district. At the heart of the Jaffa sub-district was the city of Jaffa, nicknamed Erupts al-Bahr, which is the bride of the sea. Jaffa is a coastal region. It is bordering the Mediterranean Sea. Many people from the village could say that they could walk from their homes to the sea. Jaffa was more than any other city in Palestine. It was a cultural hub for art, journalism. More newspapers came out of Jaffa than anywhere else in the country, as well as political thought. Jaffa is often remembered for the Jaffa orange, which was a major global export and branded as a product of the city. The Jaffa orange was grown all along the coast of Palestine and shipped from the port of Erupts al-Bahr. We're going to be building Jaffa here today! And we're going to protect it if our lives depend on it! We're here to honor the Nakba! We're here to remember the villages that once were, and to remember that they will be returned to!
They started stacking cardboard boxes and building tents with cloth draped over them and bricks painted on the side. This was the new Jaffa. But what was incredibly alarming to me is that the original Jaffa is still standing. I was just there in March. And Jaffa is a beautiful part of Israel. It's an Arab neighborhood, and the people there aren't living under the thumb of anybody. They're perfectly free, and they seem perfectly happy. At different parts of the day, the only thing you can hear is Muslim calls to prayer. openly in Israel. The streets are filled with Muslims. The restaurants are filled with Muslims, happy as can be. I don't know what the purpose in rebuilding something that's already standing is. But what was even funnier is they draped a banner of Israel, specifically highlighting Arab towns, and almost nothing was in the correct location. Jaffa was where Haifa should be. The West Bank was further north than it should be. But what was weird is they also identified West Bank towns and outlined the West Bank, but for some reason they were in different places. Gaza wasn't even in the right place. It appeared to be in the central Negev desert, quite a bit further south than it's supposed to be. I thought that was funny. Anyway, as I started recording this rebuilding of Jaffa, protesters started blocking my camera. They didn't want me to see what was going on. So I stood up on the fountain, which only has enough space for one person to stand in any given spot. It's a little ridge. I knew that the protesters couldn't stand in front of me because there wasn't space for them. So instead what they chose to do was stand next to me. One protester stood to my side and another protester handed her a sign. She began hitting me in the head with it. I told her to stop and she refused. So I ripped the sign out of her hand and snapped the handle. It was just a little popsicle stick. Then I threw it behind me.
Can you stop recording?
No, I'm good. I don't think so. You can't touch me. You can't touch me.
Funnily enough, I saw a guy later holding it, doing this as he's like holding the sign from the bottom because there was no handle. You don't have a right to hit me in the head with your signs. I have just as much a right to be there as everybody else. The police once again moved on this encampment. The protesters dispersed one more time. As they were dispersing, arrests were made.
Terrified. Oh, here come the cops. Oh, we're about to see some arrests. There we go.
Gotcha! This what you
Hey, what's up, Nuff?
Stop hating on Jews all the fucking time! Get out of this campus! Fuck you! Yeah, good. There we go.
Are we gonna get to see that mask come off?
There we go. Hey, what up?
What's up,
man?
buddy? How's it going?
Fuck these guys, bro. Yo, these guys are pushing up on me. Come, say hello to people. People know you here.
Well, I wanna get this this person's face.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
From jail!
Back up.
Get her! Bye, bitch! Bye, bitch! See you in jail! See you in jail!
Hey, Meta, stop recording.
After the arrests were made, I followed them down to the third location, where I saw a woman who I believed to be a faculty member. She was very clearly organizing the protest and instructing protesters to defy police orders. So I asked her, "Ma'am, are you a professor here?"
Ma'am, are you a professor here? Are you a professor here? I'll take that as a yeah.
To which she did not respond because she saw my camera. Later, I attempted to get a photo of her, and she assaulted me, attempting to steal my phone in broad daylight.
Don't touch my phone, bitch.
Don't fucking touch me, asshole!
I didn't touch you, you touched me. I was getting a photo with you. Here, like this.
Don't touch me.
I already got it.
Stop harassing her.
I'm not harassing her.
You're fucking harassing her.
I'm not harassing her.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
allowed to record her.
You're not allowed to.
Hey,
You
Meta,
don't have
record.
consent to this.
Hey, Meta, record. I'm not harassing a woman.
Such a fucking pussy, aren't you?
I'm not a pussy.
A little bit, girl.
Hey! Look at these haters!
You fucking pussy.
Yeah, you're not allowed to touch. No touching.
Her name is Noor Judah, and she is in fact a professor at UCLA. I was able to find her UCLA faculty profile in addition to her Twitter account. Two things that I made very public. The protesters were instructed to disperse from this protest as the police moved in again in groups. They were to walk into bathrooms or other rooms, take off their block or their masks, and then walk out as normal members of the public. My first instinct was to follow protesters with carts of protest supplies, find out where they're going, stand outside of whatever room they they change in and then get their faces as they leave. Keep in mind, these people destroyed the UCLA campus last year and assaulted me many times. So I did just that. I followed them until we arrived at the Muslim Students Association office in one of the buildings. They filed in. I was being followed by faculty, the same professor, Noor Judah, who had assaulted me earlier, along with 2 new lackeys, also faculty. For a while, they stood between me and the Muslim Students Association door. I had my back to the wall on the opposite side of the hallway. I had no intention of going into that room. I was just waiting for them to come out.
Just so you know, they're following y'all still.
Oh, 146. The Muslim Student Association is where we host these things out of.
I don't disagree about that. And I don't think we should be as much as they are. I don't disagree with this. That doesn't mean I...
Go ahead, yeah, you can squeeze through.
I have no idea what's happening.
Noor Judah had the master plan of all of the protesters running down the hallway so that I would follow them. I don't know how she didn't gather that I had no interest in following them, so that plan didn't work. When that failed, they decided that they were going to call the same university officials that told the Trump-supporting counter-protester earlier that she wasn't allowed to use amplified sound to me, and they were going to tell me to leave. Well, they did ask me to leave. I asked them if that was a lawful order. No, it's not a lawful order. I then asked them, will I be arrested if I do not leave this hallway? Or am I allowed to be in this hallway? Yes, I'm allowed to be in this hallway. No, I won't be arrested right now, but they will escalate it. Cool. If I'm given a lawful order to leave this hallway, I will do it with haste.
Are you affiliated with the university?
No, I'm not. I'm a journalist.
You're a journalist?
Yeah.
With what outlet, if you don't mind me
Today's
asking?
America.
Today's America?
Today is America, yep.
Okay. Are you trying to get into that room
Nope.
for a reason?
No, I'm not trying to get in at all.
Okay. Is there a reason you're hanging out here?
Yeah. Well, I've found out that they took all the stuff from the protests in here, so I'm just interested to see who these folks are and learn more about how they're staging the protests and stuff like that.
Okay. This is a space where...
I'm not trying to get in there. I don't want to go in there either.
You're blockading the exit.
I'm not blockading. It just looks like people can leave with
You're asking
me.
for somebody to talk to somebody. I don't think anybody.
No, I'm not asking to talk to anybody. I'm just standing here.
You've got 27.
She assaulted me earlier also. Ma'am, are you a professor here? Don't touch my phone.
Don't f***ing touch me,
I didn't
asshole!
touch you. You touched me. I was getting a photo. I have it on camera. I do have it on camera. She tried to steal my phone.
Go make a police report, but that has nothing to do with us.
So am I allowed to stand in this hallway?
I mean,
Or is
you're
that
allowed to
illegal?
stay in the hallway. I would ask though, because you are making some individual uncomfortable, that maybe we can go.
Well, do you think it would be a valid argument if I was black and a white person said, this person makes me feel uncomfortable? Well, me making other people uncomfortable doesn't mean I don't have a right to stand in the hallway. So, like, the same argument could be applied to a racist white person saying they don't feel comfortable with a black person in the hallway, right? So their comfortability doesn't matter to me. And I don't think it matters to the law.
I'm happy to go talk to you. I can,
No,
you can ask questions of me if you want.
I'd prefer to stand right here. I've already asked you questions earlier.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yeah, I just prefer to stand right here. I'm not harming anything, I'm just standing here.
Okay.
We prefer that you wouldn't.
That's fine. You can prefer that I don't. That's fine. But am I gonna?
Also university officials.
That's fine. Will I be arrested if I don't leave this hallway?
I'm not trying.
If I'm-
I will.
Yeah, we
The
might.
matter goes beyond us.
Yeah,
If I-
we might have to report it.
If I'm given a lawful order to leave this hallway, I'll leave this hallway
Okay.
happily. But until that lawful order is administered to me, I'll stay right here.
This is an obvious case of racist harassment.
How is it racism? The people that went in there are white. They're not
So I'm going
Muslims.
to do the same thing I've been doing. I'll be back. Okay? I heard what you have to say. I am just going to, just so you know, I'm going to elevate that too because we are asking
Sure.
that you kind of just give some space.
Sure,
so
that's
that our
fine.
students
Yeah.
can go and
If
ask
I'm
us.
given a lawful order to leave, I will leave. But I'm not blockading the door. I'm just.
We'll be right back.
When that didn't work, they had security guards of the building, not police officers, come and tell me to leave. I asked, is that a lawful order? And they said, correct. I believed them to be police officers. I said, great, let's go. And I'd like to file a police report when we get outside on this professor for assaulting me earlier. I said, are you UCPD? And they gave me a nod. Yes, we're UCPD. Great, let's go. They escorted me out of the building, and when I spoke to them outside, they first asked me not to record them, which was already interesting. Can you put your camera down? My body camera mounted to my chest. No, I can't do that. They were being very weird. I told them I'd like to file a report on that professor for assaulting me. They informed me that they weren't police officers, but they had just been impersonating police officers, which is a crime.
How's it going, guys? Hi.
We're going to go ahead and ask you to go ahead and exit the building.
Lawful order?
Correct.
All right, cool. I'll leave. I'd also, are you guys UCPD? When we get outside, can I file a report? No, I'm coming. Yeah, fine. I just wanted to make sure you guys were coming with me. Yeah, you bet. So that faculty member in there, the one in the black short sleeve shirt,
Okay.
the curly hair.
Putting this down. The camera down.
I'm just recording for like.
Yeah.
Is it illegal for me to record? Is it lawful order?
We're not giving him permission. So.
But
Yeah.
it is public space. No reasonable expectation of privacy in public space.
Record it.
No, it's listen. I'm just doing it just for the evidence that I did it for the future. So nobody can deny that I told you guys that faculty member assaulted me, and that I'm telling you guys it happened. So she assaulted me. She tried to grab my phone and steal it from me in the quad on the other side of the building when they were dispersing.
Have you called the police?
I have not called the police. I've been working the entire time. Like, this is the first time that I've not been around protesters.
So you're more than free to call UCPD and follow.
Are you guys not UCPD?
No. We're the management for the building.
Well, how did you give me a lawful order to leave then? Are you guys police officers?
No.
So you can't give.
But we do have the right.
You can't give lawful orders if you're not a police officer. That's illegal.
We're security of the building.
You're right. You're private security. You're not police officers. You can't give lawful orders.
No, well, this is a private space.
Right. That's fine. Well, it's on a public campus, but you gave me a lawful order. I asked you if it was a lawful order. You said yes, it's illegal. You're like impersonating a police officer. But that's fine, guys. You guys aren't UCPD. I'll go talk to UCPD. That's fine. I'll see you guys. Have a good day.
So I told them, fine, I'm gonna go talk to the real cops, and I walked to the UCPD office, where coincidentally I met the lawyer, or who I believe to be the lawyer, of one of the protesters who was arrested. We had some small talk, and then somebody on a scooter drove by flipping me off and yelling obscenities. The lawyer believed that it was directed at the police department, but there were no police officers outside, and I was almost certain it was directed at me. She asked me, why do they hate you so much? I told her, well, I'm a journalist, and I record the terrible things that these protesters do. I've been assaulted on this campus time and time and time again. I've had professors tell me that they're ready to commit violence against me, and that this is why they hate me. She got very silent, very quick, which made me realize that she was one of their lawyers.
Normally it's unlocked.
Okay.
I think it might have been locked from earlier. I was just seeing where they went.
Okay. Maybe I should call them.
Try and call, yeah, if they're non-emergency.
I think that's what I did last time. I had to file a report.
Are you taking videos for that?
No, I have to file a report. Yeah. My name's Higby. I'm with Today's America. But I just had a faculty member like try to rip my phone out of my hand and steal it. So.
Just now?
Like 30 minutes ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. That's all right. Was there a cop around? I think they might be talking about me.
No.
I think
Why
they're
would they be talking about you?
because they don't like. Because I report on what they do at the protests.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't like that.
Is it like a pro-Israeli outlet?
I'm pro-Israel, but I don't view Israel and this as connected. The people who do these protests are leftists.
Yeah.
So I don't think they actually really care about Gaza at all. So I cover what they're doing, like the violence and stuff like that, and that's why they don't like it. It's because I show people what they're actually doing. Let's see.
Eventually, I was let into the police department, where I gave my statement, I told them about the assault, showed the video, gave them photos of the professor's face, I was given an incident number, and as far as I'm aware, nothing has been done about it yet. It appears that Noor Judah is still a faculty member at the University of California, Los Angeles. This is a person who, according to my sources, have time and time again been involved in similar incidents, and the university, unsurprisingly, has done nothing about it. But this is the same university that allowed these encampments to run rampant last year. They allowed their students to assault police officers, take over buildings, commit vandalism against the university, restrict the movement of citizens and Jews on the campus with little to no repercussions. They allowed a full-scale riot to infect their campus between the hours of 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. without any police response.
Fucking terrorists! Where's your leader going?
To this day, I am surprised that nobody died that night. I was there and it was horrific. And that's the story, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment what you thought of this down below, and join the Discord linked in the description if you enjoy having civil debates with people. All are welcome. Whether you love Trump, love Israel, hate Israel, it does not matter. You are welcome. Again, the link to that is in the description of this video. I will see you guys in the next one.